All right, all right. So here we go. Here we go. Here's what we got. Here's what we got. We did the best of Combat Patrol. People commented on that one, and they were just like, "That was cool." But what about two-player boxes? And we were like, "We got you. We got you on this one." So here's what I did. It took a long time. I don't know if I've commented on this before. It was not easy because GW doesn't have anywhere that archived like all the two-player boxes and shit. And like even on Warhammer Community, I had to. It was like you can't just search like two-player boxes, so I had to like dig for all these fucking boxes. I'm also not going to include the Indominus box and the Dark Imperium box because I'm going to let you know those two boxes are freaking ridiculous value. They're amazing.
Edition boxes.
Yeah, the actual edition boxes, because they're made basically just to get people in the hobby. They're insane price cut. They give you a massive army, much larger than any of these other boxes. It's kind of not fair to compare them. Just know that if you can get your hands on them, they're amazing value. No one will disagree with that. All right. I'm going to go in order. Do you want to go from the newest to oldest or oldest to newest?
You can do oldest to newest.
Oldest to newest. All right. So I'm going to let you know these boxes. You can go Google them, take a look at it. And then I'm going to tell you what's inside of it. And I even figured out what was new in each of these boxes. It took me a minute to figure this out too. So the very first box of 8th edition was the Forge Bane box.
Oh, really?
It was not the one I thought it was. Forge Bane. This is Admech with Knights versus Necrons. Now keep in mind, this is 8th edition when you could literally put together like any jank-ass army you want.
I remember this.
Yep. So what it contained, on the Admech side, you got 2 Armiger Warglaves. These were brand new models. They were not multi-part kits, though. They were static models, but you got 2 of them.
Well, they're the base Warglaive, the Melta dudes. Not the gun versions. They're separate.
That's correct. Right. They were the Melta versions of them.
They're the same kit, though. The same kit that the Warglaives currently are.
Right. So you got 2 of them, though.
You did get 2 of them.
You got 1 Dominus. Yep. And 10 Skitarii.
Yes.
On the Necron side, you got the brand new Cryptek model, 5 Lichguard, 5 Immortals, and 3 Wraiths.
Are we judging this on if we're going to split this?
So here we go. Here's what we're going to judge it on, right? I'm going to read you the tiers that we got. S is salty approved. This is a box that you would buy by yourself. You don't even need to chop this box. Like this box, you're just like, fuck it. I will buy both halves. This is worth the value. It doesn't matter. Right below that is A tier. A tier is you would buy it if you had a buddy to chop the box with. But you definitely are trying to find somebody to chop this box with because you want at least one of the 2 sides. B tier is like if somebody was around that thought this was A tier, you would be like, all right, I'll take the other half off your hand for you. You know, but you're not like, if you don't get it, you're not like, you know, sad to the world or anything. And C tier, which is the lowest tier, is you acknowledge that this is a value because all these boxes are giving you some form of discount. You guess, like it's there, like maybe if like you play this army and you can't wait the 3 months for the whatever new model it is to release, maybe. Even then, it's still a maybe. All right. So, Forge Bane came out in March of 2018. You want to guess how much it costed? We'll also play this game.
Everyone,
$180. Okay, anybody in the chat, you can go ahead and make a guess as well. I'll let you know. This one was $160.
Oh, $160.
Yes.
Okay.
This one was a really good value given the price of the Armigers, which we now know what they are, but at the time we didn't know. The Dominus Skitarii, whatever, that's just your basic GW box. On the Necron side, the Necron side is not where the value was. It was definitely the Admech
Is it
side.
Plasma Mancer? Is that a No, that's a... What is that? What is that guy? Not the Plasma Mancer. What is he?
The Cryptek?
Cryptek.
Yeah, it was the new Cryptek. Now that was the new model that you could get. Then
I think this is pre-new Necron.
This is correct. This is the 8th edition Necron, so you're not getting any of the 9th edition stuff. You have to keep that in mind also at the time. You're getting plastic kits that were essentially pretty old. So like people weren't.
This is a solid B. No, it's a solid A. I guess it would be an A because you're definitely buying it for Admech.
You're definitely buying it for the Admech.
Looking for someone who wants those Necrons.
Yes.
Now, these are good Necrons because they give you Lich Guard. I think Lich Guard were good then.
Wraiths were also really good then
And
too.
Rage, yeah.
This was not a bad list by any
These
means.
Immortals? Is that
They
what
were your
the-
troop
that
choice.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the other thing. This one, both sides are technically
sides are
playable
troop.
forces.
Right.
You have a HQ, you have a troop, and then you have some extras.
Yeah.
Because you could take the armigers back in 8th edition
Yeah.
and just like soup it together.
I say it's definitely an A for the AdMech side. Like,
I would agree.
players want everything that's there.
For $80, absolutely. For $80, that's a steal on the AdMech side.
You can even split some of this if you didn't want the armager. You can sell it to a knight player.
You could offload them to a knight player, yeah.
Necron's kind of getting screwed on that side, but if you had a Necron player, those are models they're going to want. So.
It's true. And they probably wanted that Cryptek. It was a nice Cryptek. The Cryptek was
a
nice.
Cryptek, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the first actual non-resin model for Cryptek.
That's correct. It was the first time it was in plastic also, so Necron players did want the Cryptek. I will say that.
So this is the first 9th edition?
This is the very first 9th edition, March of 2018. Okay. That's correct.
Not a bad box.
After Dark Imperium, which we're not counting because Dark Imperium was ludicrous.
Not a bad box. A good value. I could see some people buying 2 of these, but I think the Necron players a little more shafted out of it.
It was. With that said, I will say that we did own this box. We had this box.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember having the box in the Salty HQ.
Yes.
So, all right. So this is an A tier. I will agree with you on that. Definitely A tier. All right. Next was August of 2018. So it was quite of a while, actually, in 8th edition. It was Tooth and Claw.
Tooth and Claw.
That is Gene Stealer Cult versus the Space Wolves.
Yeah.
So, what you got in it? On the Space Wolf side, you got the brand new Space Wolf Battle Leader. This is a new model. This is also, I believe, we have Primaris, but we don't have like all the like super fancy stuff. So this is the new Space Wolf Leader. That's a Primaris. You have 10 Intercessors and a Redemptor. That's it. On the GSC side, you got 1 Icon Ward, 5 Metamorphs, 8 Gene Stealers, and 5 of the brand new Aberrants. And this, I will also make a comment, is the only way to get those plastic Aberrants.
As of 8th, or as of 9th edition, yes.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
It was a long time. So if you wanted these Aberrants, this was
if you didn't get the Overkill box.
Yeah, if you didn't get the Overkill box, this is pretty much your second chance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take a guess. Take a guess.
180. I'm just going to keep saying they're 180.
150.
150?
GW actually lowered the price on this one. I was shocked as shit when I saw this.
Because you get them Gene Sealers.
It was the Gene Stealers. It was probably a little bit less popular, but it does have the Space Wolves.
So I think you have 9 Gene Stealers? Did you say 9 Gene Stealers?
8 Gene Stealers. So your standard box of Gene Stealers. 8.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Right. But it's 150.
This is a pretty solid, like... I still want to give this an A. I mean, people are gonna split it. I don't think anyone is gonna buy it for both sides. This is a good value though for both sides.
If you chop it, $75 a person.
Right. It is just a Primaris squad if you look at it.
It is your generic ass intercessor squad.
Is this a combat patrol box?
It's essentially a $75 combat. So here's the thing to keep in mind. You're right. This is essentially a $75 combat patrol box. And combat patrol box are $140. You have, keep in mind,
this is the same models.
A modern day combat patrol box is $140, right? I'm pretty positive that's what it is. We'll Google this real quick.
I know we did this video.
I know we literally just recorded this video.
Oh, okay, no, okay. The Space Wolf box is a warsuit and Reavers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. It's one big old model and a squad and a character.
This is arguably a better deal.
It's a much better deal. Sure,
I think this is one of the Marine Combat Patrol boxes, though.
It is I'm skimming it real quick here. You are right. It's one of them.
Blood Angels?
The Dark Angels. It's basically the Dark Angels.
Yeah, it's basically the Dark Angels.
But yeah, and that's $140.
It's $140.
You get for 150. You also get the Gene Stealer side.
The Gene Stealer Cult side, yeah.
Which the points are not even in the least. I will say that you're not playing these two armies against each other. This is in the days when GW didn't give two shits about points.
But give a value on this. Space Wolves, I think, are going to use everything that's in there. Like, that's pretty good. It's
especially
good
back in 8th. This is what you had. Like, you didn't have assault intercessors. You didn't have like all the. You didn't have
special, Wolf guy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's you finally got the Wolf Guard battle leader Primaris.
Right. Yeah.
You didn't have any of the stealth suits. You didn't have any of the other stuff. Like, this is pretty much what you had.
This is pretty good. Yeah, this is basically all the stuff Primaris is out, because this doesn't even come with an upgrade sprue. This is the base intercessor sprue.
Correct.
This is not a bad like Primaris group. This is everything you'd want for Gene Stealer Cult, though.
Yeah.
So whatever, Gene Stealers, whatever. You want the Acolytes and you want the Aberrants. So this isn't a bad box.
True. That's true. I mean,
I'd say like if you played these two armies, it would be an S, but you're still gonna want to split this box, I think.
Right. Chances are, like, for most Space Marine players, you can the Space Marine players you can find.
You find someone that'll either buy the Space Marines or buy the Gene Stealer.
Yeah, for $75, absolutely. This thing for its price, the price alone makes this worth it.
If you did not buy 2 overkill boxes, like some of us, 2 or 3 overkill boxes,
right.
You this is the only way to get them Aberrants at the time.
It is. Yeah. That was a big thing.
They're still the same models.
It is, yes.
Actually, no. This is before they added the other guy in there. The stop side guy. No, these are the single pose models.
They are the single pose models?
These are single pose models, yeah. They changed them to have like hammers which are now the same weapon, but these are still the same guys from the old edition. Okay, all right. For $75 though, I don't think you can go wrong on this box. Right. It's a good value. Good value.
So we're saying an A on this one also, just because of the price.
An A on this still, right?
I would say just because of the price. Like if this one was like $200, I would be a little bit more.
I'd be a little harder,
right? But for $150, like that's basically GW free. You know how that goes. All right. Then GW rushed out another box because I think Tooth and Claw did sell well.
Yeah.
They then released Wake the Dead.
Wake the Dead!
Eldar versus Space Marines. Now, this one contained the new Spirits here. This is how you got the new Spirits here.
I did not get this.
You got 10 Guardians with the weapon platform, 5 Wraithguard, and you got a Wave Serpent. So you got a vehicle on this one. On the other end, you got the new Primaris Lieutenant, yet another Lieutenant. A different one from the previous box, by the way. 5 Intercessors, 5 Reavers, and 3 Inceptors.
Get a lot of A's, man.
And if you want to take a guess on this price here,
$180.
All right. Again, this one is $150.
I'll get one of these right eventually.
You are going to get one of these right eventually. All I assure you, you are going to get these right eventually.
$150 is not bad.
$150 is again, like at this point, I remember everyone was very shocked. Like we were all like, "Oh man, is GW giving real value?" And people were pretty hyped. 2 boxes in a row at $150. People were pretty good, and these are both again playable.
Right.
I think these are both playable.
These are 2 solid armies.
They are. Both sides have a troop. They have like kind of a biggie, chunky model. They've got a character. The characters were new. You know, the Wraithguard were super hot back in 8th.
Yeah.
And obviously Primaris were the new hotness. They were brand new models, so people were just happy to see them.
You still basically got your what you had for Primaris. Like this is all you had for Primaris, really.
This is again Primaris didn't have many options.
Right.
And actually, I like this Eldar build. I wish this Eldar was something that they sold separately.
This is a good starter Eldar box.
It is. You got a Wave Serpent, Wraithguard, and Guardians.
I think too much for Combat Patrol.
Yeah,
No?
okay, yeah, I think also both of these armies are past 150 points. That's the thing too. You got a really good price to point value out of this box.
It's a really good, like, you get some pretty good stuff in this, both
I
sides.
I would argue that like this is on par with like the starter sets, where
Yeah.
if you wanted to convince a friend or like you just wanted to get into the 40K for the
Right.
first time, this one would be the one that I was like, if you could find it back then, this was worth it.
Pretty easy split.
It is also like this one was extremely easy to split. Anybody wanted that Eldar half, and obviously everyone
Right.
wanted the Space Marine half. I think that this one it might be the S tier on this one for
This
me.
is a good two-player.
It
Both
is.
players have a very good base to
Yep.
start from.
Yep, and it was generic Space Marines, so you could
Right.
make it pretty much everything.
You got Guardians.
Yeah, and you get Guardians,
got
so you
Rear
can make
Guard, yeah.
any Eldar force.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a pretty
I
good
will
box.
say that this is an S tier box.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah, I would say even two people who don't play 40K, if you got this box and got into it, I don't
Yeah.
think you've gone far wrong.
Pretty solid box.
It is. It is. All right. All right. So that was October of 2018. 4 months later. So there was a bit of a gap. There was a holiday gap, obviously.
Right.
GW released their holiday bundles, so there was a lot of things going on. In January, they launched a really weird one. This one is Wrath and Rapture. This was the Khorne Demons versus the Slanesh Demons. And I'm putting it here with an asterisk because this one was a dual release for both 40K and Age of Sigmar at the time. Because it's two demons. It's weird. What you get in it, you got the new Karanak model, which is the named flesh hound. 10 bloodletters, 3 blood crushers, and 5 of the new flesh hounds. So it was you got 2 new things in this one. On the other side, you had the for the first time you got to see the redo of Slanesh with the new Inferno and Rapture model for the HQ, 10 Demonettes, 3 of the brand new Fiends, which you saw for the first time, and 5 Seekers, which are the Demonettes riding the steeds.
Right.
Go ahead and then take your guess. It's demons.
160.
You are correct on this one. It's $160. $160. It's a little more
This is-
expensive. It was $10 more.
Definitely $160.
But points wise, it's not high because they're demons.
Right.
But model count, you got a lot of brand new sculpts on this one.
Right. Given this from the 40K standpoint, I think this is a B.
From a 40K standpoint,
From 40K, I think this is a B tier. Still, it's demons.
it is
This
demons.
is technically one army.
You could play both halves in the same demon army. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can.
it's technically one army, but I don't think it's what you want. I know it's demons. It's hard because demons are just in a weird position in 40K.
Demons are always in a weird position. You are correct.
And I will say that if you're buying this, you're only buying them for the Slanesh half.
Yeah, nobody played Khorne. It was really
Yeah.
weird, especially back in 8th. Nobody played
The
Khorne.
corn is not the skull or the blood crushers or skull
Yeah.
crushers. Skull crushers.
Well, Skull Crushers are
Crushers-
the mortal ones. Blood Crushers are the demon
Oh, blood
ones.
crushers. Yeah, the blood crushers might be worth like that. That's a good corn half, but I think you're only buying them because of Slanesh. Those are new Slanesh models. Those are
Yeah.
somewhat older corn models. I guess the Flesh Hounds are new.
The Flesh Hounds were brand new, right?
Yeah.
But this is the first time that people saw the redesign of Slanesh.
Right.
Right. And
I mean, this comes with the Seekers and the Fiends.
Seekers and Fiends. Correct. Yep,
Yeah.
you got both. Were extremely good in
The Heart person?
the Infernal Rapture. Yeah, I think that's the one with the crazy body sculpt where like she sculpted a harp out of
Right.
some dude's spine or something. It was a crazy model. It was really cool. It was a very cool model.
The leader in this. Is it
The Infernal Rapture. That's the HQ.
Oh, okay. What's the corn one then?
Karanak, the named Fleshhound.
Oh, the name flesh out. Okay, I see. Normally they put the two of them together. In this picture, they're all scattered.
Yeah,
This is a realm of chaos box.
It is. It is. I will say, if you are playing Sigmar, though,
This is a good value. for
this was
Sigmar. I
good
think
value
it's
if you're Sigmar. Yeah.
This is two pretty solid Sigmar starter armies.
That's cool. Yes, I will say that. If you are into Sigmar, but we're not. We're doing it from a 40k side,
Right.
because the Sigmar boxes are pretty wild. Like it.
Yeah.
I was looking at them; they are nothing like the 40k boxes.
Right.
Their value is all over the place. But yeah, but
This is a good Sigmar, not so much a good 40k.
I will agree. I don't think that this one particularly sold well either. Actually, I will say that I agree with you. This is a B. Only
B.
if you just really wanted these models, you're gonna
The
buy
thing
them.
is like it's one army. In 40k, that's one army. It's not two armies. It's not like you can use them in Chaos Space Marines.
Right. Yeah, you can't. No.
It's,
Here's the
it's
thing, though.
one army.
That's not what you're playing if you're playing demons.
Right.
I don't think maybe the fiends. Maybe you were playing the fiends.
The Flesh Hounds for troop, because I think
And the flesh hounds. Yeah. But that's it. You weren't really taking the rest. You're taking
No.
fiends, flesh hounds, and greater demons. So.
Right.
Yep. All right. Yeah. 460 though. Yeah. B tier box. All right. So right about this time, GW had a bit of a change, and the boxes started to get a little. Well, this next box is Shadowspear.
Oh, the Shadowspear box.
All right. Chaos Space Marines versus Space Marines. This is April of 20. So again, a quarter went by. GW released another box. They released Shadowspear. What you get is you got the brand new Librarian and Phobos armor. This is the first time you got to see Phobos armor. You got to see the new Lieutenant in Phobos armor, 10 Infiltrators, and 3 Suppressors. Then on the other side, you got the Master Possession, which was brand new. You got the Venom Crawler, which was brand new. And I would like to note, this is the only way to get the Venom Crawler to this day. You still can't buy Venom Crawlers. 2 of the brand new Obliterators, which you can only get from this box again. 2 Greater Possessed, which you can only get from this box again. And 10 unique sculpt Chaos Space Marines. You cannot get these Chaos Space Marines anywhere else. They are single pose models, so you're kind of trapped in the autocannon. I think it's autocannon plasma gun. The plasma gun's good. Autocannon, whatever. But they are 10 unique sculpt Chaos Space Marines. Go ahead and take a guess on this one.
180.
Super close. 175.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
175. So it's 180 after tax.
Yeah.
I have this box.
Before we get to rating, isn't this a Star Collect or a Combat Patrol?
That is correct. I would say it is. It was actually a year and a half later.
Yeah.
GW, when they first started doing the combat patrols, re-released. They basically literally chopped this box in half,
Yep.
and this is what you get for your 2 sides: the Phobos box as well as the Chaos box. So you can get them for $140 each.
I will say, this lieutenant, you can't buy. This is not the same as the one you can buy. It's a different sculpt.
So it's unique. So this is also unique to this box.
Just the lieutenant,
Okay.
not the librarian.
So you get the librarian.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is a S tier box.
I'm gonna let you know, the fact that you freaking still can't get those Obliterators, the Greater Possess, and the goddamn Venom Crawler.
I thought you could get the Obliterators now.
No. You can get Obliterators, you cannot get these Obliterators. They are bigger than the ones that you buy in the box.
Really?
Yes, these are physically larger than the ones that you can buy. Yeah.
I thought they were the same models.
They're not. Next time you come over, you can take it. Because I have them both. These new ones are noticeably bigger.
Interesting.
Yep. This is absolutely goddamn S tier box for 175. Yeah. The fact that they chopped this box for 140 each half.
Yeah.
This is basically you're buying one And then you're getting the other one for like
Yeah, you get the other one
$35.
for
Like basically that's GW free for sure.
If you're playing Phobos, you're using the Phobos. Those Chaos models are good. You can always use those Chaos models. They got a lot of stuff.
You can part that Chaos half
you can
also.
easily part this,
Yeah.
Like the Venom Crawler, I know everybody wanted.
Oh, the Venom Crawler was amazing back then.
Yeah.
People were selling those Obliterators for $50 for those two.
Yeah, the Oblits.
Yeah.
Like all of this, the possessed dude.
The Greater Possess. Yep.
No,
Master Possessions.
The Master Possessions. Yep. He's a really good model.
He is a good character. Yep. You can buy him now, but it took a long time. And
these were the brand new, the brand new Chaos Marine.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
This is pretty good on both sides. These are all new models.
The whole box is new.
Yeah, the whole box is new. Both of these, sides.
Well, I think aside from the Infiltrators, but like the Infiltrators were correct. Like they're Phobos armor. This is what you want. Right?
This is when they first came out.
Okay. This is so the box is
no. The jumpy guys, I think, were out before. No, maybe they're new too. The suppressors. I think they might have been new in this box. That's the big controversy of the box is the suppressors. People don't like how they look.
That's fair.
I think they were new in this box.
You might be right. Was the suppressors you only had one option to build them? You couldn't build the alternate.
You could only
gun?
do the autocannon.
Yeah. Okay. Then these were new then. Yeah, at the time.
And these were the only way you could get suppressors for a while.
Oh, you're right. Because people were running 3 squads of 3 and just like super dominating the meta at that moment.
Because I think now they have a multi-part kit.
They do, because they have an alternate gun you can get them with now.
Right.
But I think everyone just built them with the way that this box had them. Yeah, people just.
That's the only way you could build them, though. These are all single.
Right. Well, I think people wanted to build them the way the box had them anyway. Like that was the preferred method.
I don't know about the incursors.
The infiltrators. The
infiltrators.
Maybe the infiltrators. I'm not sure.
I think they might have been multi. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Or maybe not.
Either.
I don't know. Maybe not. I know.
Actually, I remember. You couldn't change the shoulder pads on them because I remember you wanted to, and that was an issue. Yeah. So with that small, everything in here was not really a multi-part kit. They were all just built as they were.
But they're all new models.
They were all new models.
Everything's new. So this is a good box.
This is an amazing box for $175. Yeah. If I could go back in time, I would snag another box of this just to have them. Freaking ridiculous. I didn't realize how good we had it back here in 2019. Because things are about to get dark. So, not to spoil where this list is going.
So far, what do we got next?
Blood of the Phoenix.
Oh, what the hell?
This is the Eldar vs. Dark Eldar box, released in October of 2019. So we had just come off of 4 boxes. Great value, respectable armies, right? People are feeling it. People are feeling good about this edition. What you got in this box?
More in this than I thought.
Is Jane Czar, brand new Jane Czar. It was a beautiful model. You got 5 of the brand new Banshees. You got a Viper and a Falcon, and that's it. And then on the other side, you got Drazar, again a great model. 5 of the brand new Incubi, a Venom, 3 Scourges. 5 Scourges and 5 Hellions. Scourges are the winged ones. Hellions are the surfboard ones. We know how people feel about that.
Okay, well.
Now the big one is, how much do you think this box costed?
$190.
Not even close.
Really?
$230 retail. $230. We went from $175 and it jumped to $230. And I remember that people lost their minds on it. They were just like, "What is this price?"
That Viper doesn't make a Wave Serpent, does it?
It does not.
Yeah.
So you build it as is. You got the Viper, a Falcon. You don't really get options.
It doesn't come with the one sprue that makes it a Wave Serpent.
It does not. No, it did not. That was one big thing. And the Eldar basically got 6 models.
Yeah.
Jane Czar, 5 Banshees, 2 vehicles. The Falcon was not the one you wanted.
This is a C. You're only buying this for the Banshees.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like, okay, maybe Jane's or whatever, that's cool, but
nobody fielded Jane's. I'm gonna let you know that.
I think all these Dark Eldars were trash.
No, this Dark Eldar at the time also. I know Dark Eldar are the hotness right now. Back when this box released, Dark Eldar were a terrible army.
Yeah.
They were not even playable. The incubi were incredibly overcosted.
It is cool that they're new incubi. They're plastic incubi. So
It was. You got Drawzar versus Janezar.
Right.
That was the big thematic thing of the
Right.
box. Banshees versus incubi. But the Eldar army is not a playable army. This Dark Eldar army is not a playable army.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're not. Well,
I mean,
yeah, you have no troops.
you have no
on
troops on either side. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean,
Like people are only buying this for Banshees. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's all.
I think, and for $230,
Right.
that is a lot to
It is
just to buy those Banshees. Like, technically,
It's
yes,
also
I will say that it is a discount if you add up all these boxes individually, but nobody's buying Scourges and Hellions.
I don't
At
think
least
this is
not then.
balanced in any way, though.
It's not. The points are all out of control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get
People didn't want the Falcon, they wanted a Wave Serpent, and you didn't get the extra sprue. I don't.
you get 4 units on Eldar.
Yeah,
You technically get 5 units for Dark Eldar. I guess that's not bad.
you
But,
do, but you got 15, 16, 17 models
right.
for Eldar's 8.
Yeah, 8 models. Yeah. A lot of fast attack on the Dark Eldar side.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this
Yeah.
this one was a combination, I think, of GW just trying to push Scourges and Hellions out the door.
Oh, I see. They're all kind of fast attack. So,
Sort of.
like, you can put the Incubi in the
In the Venom. Yeah.
and you can put the Banshees in the Falcon.
Sure. You could. You could. That's. Or.
This is GW is saying that Hellions and Scourges are equal to one Falcon.
Right, that's also what they are saying. That's sus as hell.
Right.
Right, because they had me at the Venom and the Viper. I was like, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are about the same thing.
Yeah.
One less transport. One's got more guns. Yeah. Okay.
Right,
That's,
sure. And then the Falcon and 5 Scourges and 5 Hellions. I was like, what? They're
More shots on the Dark Eldar side.
they're equal in GW's desperation to get them out of their warehouses.
Right.
That's what they were.
That's a waste of a Wave Serpent kit.
It is. It is. The fact that it didn't come with the Wave Serpent bits.
Right.
That's what was the biggest sin.
It might have gotten a B if it was a Wave Serpent.
Maybe, yeah. People could buy it for the
Still-
Eldar half.
Really overpriced for the only thing you want are those Banshees.
Yep.
This is when people were fielding Banshees and just like charging them into tank squads because you couldn't
Yeah.
you couldn't fall back from them or something.
Yeah, Banshees did not allow Overwatch, so you
Right.
could safely
You
charge them
couldn't
into
Overwatch,
everything.
right.
And then when
Yeah.
when tanks fell back, they couldn't shoot, which basically made
Used to-
Banshees invincible.
You used to charge them into your pass so you couldn't fire his
Yep,
his 20-shot cannon. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
correct. Yeah, and you couldn't do anything about it back in the day.
I will say, as crappy as this box is, as much as we're putting it in the sea, people bought a lot of these boxes
To get those Banshees.
to get those Banshees.
It's true.
Because I remember, like, the meta was people were taking those Banshees.
It's
like,
true.
Yeah.
Banshee masks were because back in 8th, for those of you who don't know, if you fell back and tanks couldn't shoot in combat, and if you fell back even as a tank, you couldn't shoot, and Banshees could not be overwatched. So
I think you can buy the Banshees now.
you can just buy a Banshees
Yeah.
box. Yep.
But this is like
All of these can be bought separately now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is 100% like people only bought them for those Banshees.
And GW knew it. GW knew it. They knew, and
And then they like eBay the rest of them.
they did. Yep. But
Yeah.
yes, I agree.
Definitely see.
If you were playing that Banshee list, then you had to pay to win on that one for the $230 for this. So shit was ridiculous. All right. I think GW got some backlash because next up, GW went pretty safe. Sort of. Actually, sort of. They did Prophecy of the Wolf.
Prophecy of the Wolf.
Now, this one had two things going for it, right? It was Space Wolves and Orcs, two really popular armies. This one had the new Gaz. So if you wanted that new Gaz with the new Makari, 5 knobs, 3 mega knobs, and for some reason there were 2 grots thrown in for fun. However, on the other side, you got Ragnar. You got the brand new Ragnar, which is a cool model, and 10 infiltrators. Hard stop. That's it.
Man.
You got Ragnar and 10 infiltrators. That's it. Hard stop. On the other side, got Gaz, Makari, 5 knobs, 3 mega knobs, and 2 grots for fun.
I think this is
What would you pay for this box?
$200.
So, like I said, I think GW got some lashback. This one went back to 170.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Less vehicles in it.
it's less vehicles, and that Space Wolf force is not a force. Let's just be honest. Okay, the Space Wolves, those 10 infiltrators, whatever. Like, literally, nobody noticed them. Is the new Black Mane and the new Gaz. Is it enough? Is it enough?
Like this is this is a pretty it's almost B, but it's pretty close to C.
It is. I will agree. The fact that one, the Space Marine half is such a skimpy, like it's so light. It's basically you're just buying the orcs, right?
You're buying this for Gaz.
You're buying this for Gaz, and maybe you're suckering some Space Wolf player into buying the Ragnar off of you.
You're buying this for Gaz, and if you're an orc player, you can use the rest of it.
Yeah, you can only use 5 knobs.
This is good for orcs.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
for
because Gaz is what? He's what is Gaz's clan? He's
Golfs.
Goths, right? And Goths, you want knobs and mega knobs, right? Pretty positive.
Yeah, it's knobs and mega knobs.
Yeah. So the Gaz half, I like if okay, let's pretend we're chopping it, right? If you chop this, sure, I would absolutely pay what, $85.
I would wholly think those would be better as intercessors, though. But I know they're trying to sell those Phobos because I don't think those Phobos armors sold out that well.
No, I don't think so either.
Because so far they've all just been the Phobos armor. I think this would have been better as intercessors.
A lot of the get started because we're in March of 2020. Oh, sorry, we are in March of 2020, so we're now. Right. I believe we're in, or we're about to be in 9th edition here, right? I believe we're in 9th edition now. This is the first of the 9th edition box, I think. Yeah.
I just don't think you'd want these models as a Space Wolf player.
That's the thing also, yeah.
Even if you wanted that Black Mane, like...
Right. I would not pay the chopped box in half for that Space Wolf half. Like,
I think if you're gonna try and chop this with somebody, it'd be hard to do. I think if you bought it for the orcs, you could sell those intercessors as something else.
Right, you'd have to sell them for as just intercessors, and
I'm sorry, not intercessors,
or infiltrators.
Infiltrators,
right? And you'd have to sell. You could sell the Black Mane, like for sure. You could sell the Black Mane, but I don't think Space Wolf players were really excited to chop this box at all.
I think it was just orc players buying this for Gaz.
I think orc players were really happy. I think orcs were, because Gaz is a big chunky model too. He's a big
model, yeah.
Right. In fact, how much is Gaz like retail right now?
Hey, Amazon says 55 right now.
55? 65 on the GW's website.
65 on GW. Yeah.
So basically like chopping this box, you're getting Gaz plus a bunch of free shit. Like for you orc players, this is A. For the Space Wolf player, this is C.
Yeah. This is just an orc, like you're only buying this for the orc.
Right. So maybe I guess by rule of average, it's averaging to a B.
It's a B. Yeah, and it's a hard, like I want to say, like it's a very low B.
It's a low B.
A low B.
Low B, high C.
Yeah.
Well, right.
I can't really see this selling for anything like more than people buying it for gas.
No. No, I don't think so either.
Gaz is 100% the draw of this box, though.
I actually think I remember seeing this sit on the shelves for kind of a while also.
Yeah.
Like, the earlier
Like,
ones, they pretty much went, even the Blood of Phoenix, but I think Prophecy of the Wolf, I do remember seeing this sit on the shelves for kind of a while.
You should put a Dreadnought in the other side.
They should, like, anything. One more model on the Space Wolf side, I would have been like, this is fine.
I think a Dreadnought would have worked better.
Is it B? It's a really terrible Space Wolf side.
Really, like... I would give it a very low tier B. I would still say it's a high C.
High C? No, I agree with you on this. It's a high tier C. It's a high tier C.
High tier C.
I can't, in good faith, put this in B tier. That Space Wolf side is
You're
just
buying
terrible.
it for the one set. You could sell the rest.
Right. Yeah. No, especially the fact that they then I don't think it was very long after that they released all these models individually. Once the models came out individually, there was zero reason to buy this box.
Right.
I think that's the same with Blood of the Phoenix. That's what makes it a C. Yeah. Like, nobody is buying this box once you can buy them separately.
Like, I'd say if you wanted this Black Mane, you're gonna just buy the Black Mane, and you'd have to sell the infiltrators to somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, all right, C. It's a C for sure. All right. Here we go. Now COVID then happened. So I gotta preface this here. COVID happened in 2020 because we got no other boxes for the rest of the year. So 2021 finally rolls around. April 2021, wow. GW, over a year later, GW finally re-released another 2-player box. Finally got their shipping back together. They released Piety and Pain. This was their big comeback. Sisters and the Dark Elch Witch Cult. What you got was the brand new Palatine, 5 Retributors with 2 Cherubs, and the Immolator. On the Dark Eldar side, you got the brand new Lilith model, 10 Witches, 5 Scourges, and a Venom.
Lilith model with like the weird feet. It's a foot fetish model.
Yeah. Foot fetish people really like the Lilith model because she had feet.
There's something else too. Like, people were talking. I think the big thing was the Lilith model. Like, people were really like
excited.
Like, she just looks kind of odd. I know we were talking about like.
I think she had a different design than the witches.
She had a weird like paint look to her too, and her face is kind of weird. Like, the box just kind of looks weird, but she doesn't look any bit different. Maybe slightly different than what her previous model looked like.
Yeah. Well, it was an update to the Lilith model. What would you pay for this? What would you pay for this?
I think this was 170.
You are correct. GW went back to 170.
I actually split this box.
I
have words on this, Josh.
Oh, really? He has the Eldar half? Oh, Dark Eldar half?
He has a Dark Eldar half.
Nice.
I will say,
all right,
anything that is Dark Eldar is pretty shit. Again, Scourges, for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what to deal with the Scourges again.
At least
Scourges
they
are back.
gave you Witches and Venom. So...
Sure.
Lilith, whatever.
This is pre-Dark Eldar Codex, but we are in 9th at this point.
An Eldar player can play this?
Yeah.
A sister player cannot. I am, though. I'm going to say there's a solid B, because you won't... if you wanted the Dark Eldar, you could find anyone that would buy those sisters. Like, I had stated this when they first came out. This is a crappy sisters box set. This is everything a sisters player wants, though.
I see. So if you already have sisters,
right? If
you're definitely picking up more of these.
You're someone who, even if you're starting sisters, you're gonna want these models still too.
I see.
And they're not going to give you regular sisters because those are too valuable. they probably didn't have any at the time.
Especially coming off of COVID, you are right. Like, those buying boxes of Battle Sisters was
right.
That was like the gold mine right there.
Because these only make the Redeemers. Or Redeemers?
Retributors?
Yeah, Retributors. They only make Retributors. whereas Battle Sister squads make everything else in the army.
It's true. It's true.
The Immolator, you're definitely gonna want that too. That's like an auto include. Like this is A for sister side. Like
And-
the Palatine, it's cool. It's a cheaper HQ unit.
Yeah, I think that was the first time you got like even an alternate
It's
HQ.
the first, it's the first. The brand new too wasn't in the codex. Her rules were just in this.
Right.
This is a solid A for sisters, and I'd say a B for Dark Eldar.
In hindsight, I would say it's A for Dark Eldar because I know witches got real good real fast. At the time, it was probably B. Is it together enough to make it into an A, or is it still it's in the B? We got Wrath and Rapture in the B, by the way, just as context. Wrath and Rapture's in B. Forge Fiend and Tooth and Claw are up in A.
Like this is probably a B. I'd say mostly. I'd say mostly because if you're getting this as a 2-player, one player can't use this half.
This is true. That's unplayable on the
this is
sister
an
half.
Unplayable 2-player half.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. Did it even come with a scenario to play two sides in that box?
It has a book.
Maybe.
Janky. This doesn't work as a 2-player box.
Right.
This works as I want to buy this for the sisters.
This works as I want these miniatures. It does. You do want the miniatures. All right. That's a B. That's a high B. It's a high B. They are good models.
Lilith is not bad. I think Lilith is the only new thing on the other side.
Lilith is the only new thing, yeah.
Technically, so is the Paladin, but
yeah. So like you get a little bit. It was a little bit less shiny. It wasn't Gaz and Ragnar, It was Lilith and a Palatine.
The big complaint I will say is the Palatine, and as is most of the sisters models, you could have just kit bashed that.
Yeah, it's true. It's just another sister.
She's just another sister. Like it could be a Canoness. Well, I don't know. No, because the new Canoness has robes. I forgot I don't use that model for my Canoness.
Makes sense.
So she's slightly different, but
all right. We got them. We got B. All right. So far, we got 2 of each. Not doing too bad. All right. Then in August of 2021, my box came out. Hexfire.
Hexfire.
This is the Grey Knights Thousand Suns. You and I chopped this one, actually. Yeah. You got the Grey Knights half, which came with Crow. Came with Castellan Crow. 2 5-man Grey Knight squads, and the Nemesis Dread Knight. On the Thousand Sun side, you got the Infernal Master, which was brand new. 5 Terminators, 10 Zangors, 1 Zangor Shaman on disc.
This, I believe, was $200.
It was not.
No?
It was $200 after some taxes. It retailed though at $170. This is the straight retail was $170. Wow. So
this is the better version of the
to get started.
The combat patrol.
The combat patrols, it's better on both ends actually.
I will say, with that said, the Thousand Suns are holding this list down.
First of all, as a Thousand Sun player, you want the Infernal Master, you want the Terminators. Like, I know they're overcosted, but every Thousand Suns list has blocks of Terminators. That's just how you play them now. Those Zangors, like, you're probably sick of Zangors. But I will say, if you are brand new and you don't play and you just wanted to get into the game, you do want those Zangors if you don't already have 70 like I do.
Like a two player, yes.
As a box that 2 brand new players could play. Right. These are 2 real armies that are actually both about 500 points, I think.
Again, I'd argue that mostly because I'd say Thousand Suns, you take the Marines over the Zangors.
You do, you do.
A Grey Knight player would take Terminators over the the basic troops.
Really? Over because
I think you would go Paladins more than these guys. I know the jump dudes are good, and these do make the jump guys. I think.
Yeah. The teleporty ones.
Yeah.
I think the teleporty ones are like hella good right now. Like,
I think the Terminators are a little better, but this is a good box for a Grey Knight player.
Yeah, especially if you're brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that those Grey Knight squads make 4 squads is the Purifiers, the Strike Squad, the Interceptor, and the Purgation squad.
Yeah.
Right. And then the Dread Knight you can also make as a Grandmaster Dread Knight.
Right.
Which is ridiculous. Yeah.
So this is a pretty good box. This is an S box.
I would say, yeah, I would agree.
It's a solid box.
This is definitely solid. And for $170, considering that for $140 is a combat patrol, for basically $30 more, you're getting the other half. Like,
now this is one that I'd say if you chop this box and then bought the combat patrol, that would be pretty good. That'd be
for the Grey Knight, absolutely.
Yeah, for the Grey Knight. Yeah.
That is the best way to make a Grey Knight army is chop this box and buy a combat patrol, because then you're getting
1,000 Suns. You're doubling up.
Yeah, don't do it for the
pretty much
Suns.
on everything in there.
Yeah, don't do it.
You're pretty much doubling up everything, right?
Right.
Yeah, but the Grey Knights, if you get a Grey Knight combat patrol, because you're getting Terminators in the Grey Knight box.
Yep. You've got the Librarian, you've got Crow, and you've got 2 Dread Knights, which I've learned that you can never have enough Dread Knights until the rules say to stop taking Dread Knights.
I'd still say it's an S box.
I would say this is an S box also. Yeah, I'm happy with it as a Thousand Suns player, and I know the Grey Knights players all love this half. And
this is also pretty balanced.
You can actually play these 2 armies against each other and not like
force,
have one side feel like they just got shit all over.
I think the one good thing about this is both these codexes came out at the same time.
This is true. This also coincided with the release of both these codexes. Yeah. This one was timed extremely well, and
they're both pretty balanced. Like, I mean, they had a lot of psychic and anti-psychic stuff like that. So this is still a pretty good box.
It was. And I will say that this box sold out. Like, I had to pre-order mine. I walked in, and I think like there was a line out there grabbing their boxes when I came and picked mine up. So
I interestingly say that I think I've only ever gotten 1 of each of these boxes. None of these so far. Not gotten 2 of any of these boxes.
Yeah, I think we only missed a couple of them. Also,
yeah. For the most part, I think I've gotten most of these boxes.
Yep. So far, pretty good. Ironically, the 2 that we didn't get are the 2 C tier ones, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, the
Blood of the Phoenix and the Prophecy of the Wolf. Yeah, we didn't get the trash ones. All right, next up. So, end of last year, we're up in the modern era now. December of 2021.
Yeah,
they released the Custodes and the Gene Stealer, Shadow Throne, which we just got the codexes for. All right, we got our hands on the Gene Stealer call. We'll be having some words, and I'm going to be getting my hands on the Custodes one in a little bit, thanks to realizing that the Get Started is the only S tier combat patrol box. But with that said, on the Custodes side, you got the new Blade Champion. You got 3 of the jet bikes, the Alaris Custodes, which you can build a shield captain, or the Velexis Praetor. And then you got 5 Witch Seekers, which you can build them as the Vigilators or the Prosecutors. So that's the Custodes side. GSC got the brand new Reductus Saboteur. You got a Patriarch, a Magus the Primus, so you get the big 3, 2 Familiars, and 10 Neophytes, which you're gonna have to tell me if that's a weird build or not.
No, 10. Yeah, that's base.
That's base.
They're basically IG dudes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, you're getting all the characters for the GSC.
Right.
I like the Custodes half. You gotta tell me about the Gene Stealer half.
This. Okay. I'm coming in this as you're gonna split this 2 players. I think both players can use both of these boxes. This is a good start to Gene Stealer Cole. I'm giving this whole box a C though.
Is it because the one side is basically 1,000 points and the other side is less than 500? Because
no, but this is because one side is 4 HQ models, I think.
4 HQ, yeah. 2 familiars, which I don't think are real.
Familiars go with the Magus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they could go with the Primarch.
Okay, tell you what. In counter to that, you could build 4 shield captains on jet, or 3 shield captains on jet bikes and a blade champion, so you could have 4 characters on the other side too.
Just go buy the combat patrol. No, you can't. Not on this side.
On the Custodes side?
No, this side only comes with the foot guys. Shadow Throne. It comes with the foot guys.
Oh. You're right. They're the
This is
Alaris
not.
custodians. They're not the
Yeah,
Jetbike custodians. My mistake.
yeah.
My mistake. You're
This
right.
is
They're the less
not
good.
the. Yeah,
All right, they are less good.
yeah.
Right.
This is not the Combat Patrol box.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, this is completely different than the Combat Patrol box.
You are correct. I think we mentioned that in the Combat Patrol box, which I forgot already. But you're correct. Yeah. This is a completely separate box.
I think if you're playing G Stealer Cult, this is good value because you get all the HQ for your army, plus one unit of troop and a new shiny model.
Okay.
I don't know if Custodes would want any of that.
Especially with the new Get Started box that
Right, even
literally
not
releasing.
counting them,
Like, even not counting that, it's still not really on. Yeah.
Because I don't think that the captain or the champion is that much worth it.
Yeah,
the sisters are whatever.
Right.
And the other dudes, I think, just are kind of okay.
They're just there.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a C box. This is horrible. This is interestingly, if you can't get the Combat Patrol, I think you're even better off just getting the Combat Patrol. Like,
yeah,
save the money. It is a value for 170. If you're Gene Stealer Cole, hey, you didn't buy 2 boxes of Overkill.
Are we gonna have to pull up the Overkill box just so people know what the shit we're talking about?
It's an Overkill box. That's a S tier box right there. That is beyond S. That's an S plus tier.
Hold up, I'm gonna Google this here. 40K Overkill. So just so people know, because this is from a time. This is from 2016. Okay, people, like we're gonna use spiky bits here. I'm gonna pop this open. So Overkill. Right, this is from a time before GW. Well, I mean, GW's always ripped you off, but back in the day, GW released this box called Overkill. Let's just take a quick look at what is inside. So you get a whole board game that nobody played.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was a board game.
Right, you take this cardboard and you throw it away because you don't give 2 shits about it. What you got was a full Deathwatch kill team. Which was the first time you could get the Deathwatch kill team.
All individual models.
All individual models, and the first time that a Blood Raven was canonically in a GW proper product, not a video game. The Librarian was a Blood Raven.
This did get changed to like a specific kill team. Like it
did.
Got its own.
It got a fancy name and a fancy rules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have it up on screen right now. I couldn't even read it. There are a lot of Gene Stealers. Okay, hit me with it.
It looks like I think it's 20 neophytes.
Okay.
6 aberrants. 8. Nope. 4. 2. Yes.
2 Gene Stealers.
2 Gene Stealers. Because if you bought a Gene Stealer box, you get 10.
Oh, that's how you get the 10? I see.
Yeah.
There's the magical 2. I see the 3 HQs also, right?
1 Magus, Primus, Patriarch. This if you wanted to play Gene Stealer Cult, you just bought 2 of these boxes and you sold the kill team to someone else.
Oh.
You could have bought 1 box.
So I found the list. It's 28 hybrids.
28?
28 hybrids.
It's neophytes and acolytes.
Right.
They're separated. Okay.
You also got Captain Cassius, the named character, out of this box.
Yes.
So
you got him and his vortex grenade throwing ass.
Yes, he did have a fucking vortex. He had a legit vortex grenade. It was jank AF. Now the question is how much did this cost? I'm trying to find the price.
I don't. It's 100 pounds.
So $200.
Yeah, so $200. That's what I thought.
Okay, so for $200, right? You got like a legit amount of miniatures.
This was the best way to start G Stealer Cult, though.
This was the best way to also start Deathwatch. Because these Deathwatch models you couldn't get.
They're fixed pose. But yes, like these are really nice models.
Yeah.
This isn't the layout you want, though.
But it did make the fancy kill team when they released the rules for it.
It did, right? Well, they had their own separate kill team.
Right.
This is also one unit.
Yeah, it was one ridiculously broken unit.
This is the old kill team where you could have different abilities depending on what models you had in the squad.
Yep, and you had the bike in the unit, which the bike could ride in a transport. It was janky AF.
And you say you buy this, you get a the transport, the flyer.
Yep.
Yeah. This for like I said, for Gene Stealer Cold Side is really good. You kind of want to swap out the Acolyte once you got the full kit, or you can add them as extra bodies.
Right.
The Neophytes, you want these guys just as they're built. Like,
yeah.
But
here's the thing,
and like I said, the Aberrants, you couldn't get them.
Right, you couldn't get the Aberrants for the long. It's like forever, right? And this is back in 2016.
They did add a model to that 2-player box. So they added the Aberrant with the stop sign. He was in that.
Oh, is this how you got stop sign? Stop sign, dude?
Yeah, he was in the other box, the other 2-player box. In this one, he's not in it.
Oh, there you go.
Like, this is really good, except for those random 2 Gene Stealers.
Yeah, just 2 Gene Stealers.
I mean, I guess they're useful in the game.
They were for the game, yeah. There was a board game.
Also, the first time you saw these Gene Stealers on 32 mil bases.
Yeah, that's true. You are correct. Yeah, so there's a bit of a for frame of reference of when
these
things
are actually
got built
the new Gene Stealer models. These are not the same as the previous Gene Stealers.
Yeah, I think almost everything in that box was brand new.
Yeah, these are all brand new
for $200 in 2016. I mean, I guess if you consider markup, that was pretty expensive.
If you split this $100, this is a deal for Gene Stealer.
Oh, for $100, yeah. If you split it, yeah.
This is a deal.
It's a little costly for the Death Watch half, but I mean, you got the character.
You can definitely find some, because these were the hotness. Back in the day, the Overwatch box, this was the hotness.
Oh, for sure.
Brand new Death Watch box out.
Right.
You wanted the captain. You could find someone to offload these.
You could.
These guys.
You could
definitely.
Yep.
And then you could get 2 boxes of Gene Stealer Coal. I mean, you got the HQ. You double up on the HQ, but whatever.
Yeah.
Sell them or what? I think you could take double.
You could back in the day. Originally, you could double up on stuff like that.
On any of them.
Yep.
Because I think that there was the argument with Mini Wargame was saying that he took it. He only took one because that was a fluff. Even though the rules technically state you could take multiple.
Correct. Yep, I remember this. Yep.
But yeah, this is a really good box. This is a good box.
All right. Fast forward to 2021.
All right.
Looking at Shadow Throne. Is this a C box?
This is a C box. This is a trash box.
Is it worse than or better than Prophecy of the Wolf and Blood of the Phoenix?
This is better than Blood of the Phoenix. It's on par with Prophecy of the Wolf.
On par? Okay, that's fair.
It's on par.
That's fair.
This is somewhat playable, and people are gonna buy it for more than just the special models that came out.
True.
Interestingly enough, this is one of the few boxes where I don't think people will buy them. People just wanted those. People were not interested in the 2 exclusive models.
It's true. Neither of these models are particularly fancy. Yeah.
Right.
He's not even an HQ, I think. He might even be
I think he's an
elite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people were pretty mad on the Blade Champion because you're not riding a jet bike, so I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yep. No, I agree.
This is kind of a merit box. It's a C tier for sure.
You can't even really play it against each other. I don't know how a game like that would work.
Yeah. You have 4 HQ, which I don't. No, they don't have the. They used to, which I don't. The new rules don't. You used to be able to take the those 3 models as 1 unit.
Right, like the
used to be a specific
the Coven kind of thing that they had. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, in a combat patrol game, you can't take them all.
No, you can't take them all. Yeah, you only get room for 1, which is it's the weirdest thing because you got 3 HQ in here.
Yeah. So again, just a weird build.
Which I don't know why you would. I guess if you're I don't know. Don't buy this box. Buy
No.
buy the Combat Patrol.
But just buy the Combat Patrols. Right.
Patrol.
They released perfectly legitimate ways to
Right.
start it. It's not this.
I don't think this box is gonna sell.
I don't either, actually. No, I don't think so either. So, fast forward here to the upcoming February. Has GW learned is the big question. We have Eldritch Omens. This is
Eldritch Omens.
newest box that's coming out. It's got Eldar and Chaos Space Marines. This will obviously be coinciding with the Codex, so we're going to have to speculate on how good these models are. But on the Chaos side, you have a brand new Plastic Warpsmith. For the first time ever, it's plastic. 5 Chosen, new models, and a Forge Fiend or Mauler Fiend, your choice. You get to build whatever. On the Eldar side, you get the new Altark model, 5 of the new Rangers, and 3 of the new Shroud Runner jet bikes. We're not going to assume that the Shroud Runner is a 2-in-1 kit yet. Until it's confirmed, we're not going to make that leap. So let's just call it what it is right now.
I'm gonna guess those are probably going to be single. I think they're only going to be available in this box too.
It is pretty likely GW has a history of sometimes doing that, so I would not put it past them.
I think they're only going to be available in this box, even though this is the same bike the Shining Spears use.
Yeah,
I think it's
a specific for this box.
Yeah, it's exclusive for this box.
All right, so let's just call it what it is. Like building it as this box is intended, right?
Right.
We obviously both play Chaos and Eldar, so
right. We know the Altok is going to come out separately.
We do know
already
this.
Talked about it being modular.
Yep.
And it being compatible with the previous one.
Correct.
These Rangers are probably only going to make them this way. Because I think the Banshees only made them that way too.
They did. The Banshees were just you got what you made.
I don't think you're going to have any other weapon options on here. They're going to be this configuration.
Especially considering that these are complete, like pretty much everything in this box is brand new. Mm-hmm. And they're for a new release of new codexes. I will agree that these are going to be kind of like the Shadowspear, where you build what's on the picture.
Right, what's in the picture.
Yeah.
How much is this box?
This box, they have not, but we are at this time going to speculate that it's 170 because every box that is released in the 9th edition era has been 170. So there's no reason to assume differently at this point.
Yeah, it looks like most people are estimating 170 for the total. You're looking at actually, hold on,
plus tax in your area, whatever. Yeah,
people are because the Shadow Throne was at 170.
170. Hexfire was 170. Piety and Pain was at 170. Everything leading back to Prophecy of the Wolf was 170. So
I didn't check this previously, but now because it's an unreleased one, and I'm on Bulls, they say the total MSRP of that box should be about $315.
Yeah. So I was trying to avoid the raw dollar value because some models, like while they're expensive, are not useful. So I wasn't playing that into consideration.
I will say this is an S tier box.
I will agree. I personally want both halves.
Yeah, this is an S tier box.
Yeah.
Chaos is definitely going to want this.
Oh, for sure.
Eldar is definitely going to want this.
Absolutely.
You can easily split it. You can easily split this box. You can easily just buy both sides. Any new Eldar player, anybody just sitting on Eldar, even if you have Eldar, you're going to want these new Rangers unless you have 3 units already.
I mean, even still, the new Rangers are significantly nicer. I will say the new Rangers I like a lot.
I don't know if they're new enough to if you already have 3 units of them or whatever.
Right, you could get away with just number. Not. Right,
you can get away with not buying them. They're not anything different. Now those bikes, you're probably gonna buy just to have those bikes. You'll just have more Rangers.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a loss. Like the Rangers, you could easily sell those Rangers to anybody.
True. I mean, yeah.
Even if you have an existing Eldar army and you already have maximum units of Rangers, you could sell these Rangers to somebody in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna buy the box, and if someone wanted to offload 5 Rangers to me, I take them.
Right. Yeah. The bikes are definitely gonna sell. People are gonna buy them for these bikes.
For sure. No.
And the Altok is whatever.
I mean, yeah.
It's a cool model, but
right. It's a new model, so whatever. If you have one, if you want a new one, whatever.
That Warpsmith is you fucking iron. This is
Iron Warrior box.
Iron Warrior box.
Look at Warpsmith and the Mauler Fiend, or Warpsmith Forge Fiend.
I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, "Are these Iron Warriors?" No, they're black.
They are Black Legion. Let's be honest. This is a freaking Iron Warrior box. Okay, let's call it what it is. Yeah. All the Iron Warrior fans out here on the Salty Legion, you know that you're buying this box. Put down in the comments below if you're building this as Iron Warriors.
They've not confirmed that this is a multi-part kit, right?
So the Warpsmith?
The Chosen.
The Chosen, we don't know yet. Yeah, okay. We don't know if it's a multi-part kit or if it's just...
look like it, but they might give you all... I mean, they've Plasma. Yeah, it's got lightning claws.
Right. It's got a weird configuration. I don't know if it is...
configuration.
Yeah, if it's multi-part.
Right.
Obviously, the choice between Forge Fiend and Mauler Fiend. We already know from the Thousand Suns Codex that the Mauler Fiend and the Forge Fiend got a huge boost.
It's going to be the full kit anyway. So
it's going to be the full kit, so you can choose which one you want to make. The Warpsmith synergizes super well with both of them.
Right.
And I mean, Chosen...
It's a good box.
Yeah, it's absolutely good box. It's absolutely good box. Is it better than Shadowspear? That's the big question. Is it better than Shadowspear?
Oof. I don't know if it's better than Shadowspear. How much was Shadowspear?
Shadowspear was $175. It was $5
so
more.
We'll look at 170 for
170.
If this is 170, I think Shadowspear is still better because you have more models.
True, that's fair. That's fair. You did get more models. It's definitely better than Wake the Dead and Hexfire, though. I will give it that. I will not even hesitate to say that. It's better than Wake the Dead and Hexfire.
Better than either of the Eldar ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is the least... Okay, it's not playable on the Chaos side.
It's an elite choice, yeah. You don't have a troop choice.
You don't have a troop.
Right.
Because you got at least the Rangers.
Right.
But still, like, it's new models that people might want. I don't know how good Chosen are.
See, that's the thing. Without having the new codex, right? It's kind of up in the air. If Chosen are incredibly hot, then obviously it's better.
Like me being an Eldar player, I know that these, just looking at this, the Eldar side is gonna be amazing. Like, you're gonna use it as Eldar. Like, Eldar players are gonna use it, except for probably me, because I probably won't use them because I don't use anything as Wraith.
That's true. But I mean, like, if you're gonna if you were like new, you could easily build this into like a new Eldar army. Yeah,
right, it's a good starting point.
Yep, I would agree. And it is, I would say it's good, even assuming that these are all monopose. Right. Just build what you get out of the box. If any of these things are multi-pose, like, that's ridiculous.
Sans the Mauler Fiend, this is all new.
Yep.
Everything in here is new.
And I don't have a problem with the Mauler Fiend being the
problem with the Mauler Fiend. He's got newer rules. I think if they didn't change his rules, they were still kind of shitty.
Oh, no, these new rules are ridiculous. Yeah. New rules are good.
Yeah, and I think if these were Guardians in here, that'd be like, this would definitely be a hard like B to C if it had Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians is actually not what you want. Right. Like, the fact that they're just new models and it has a theme, it's all like, because the Shroud Runner jet bikes.
Ranger,
it's that Ranger theme.
Yeah.
No, I think the theme is good and the value is good for 170.
Yeah.
S tier. All right, so here we go. S tier: Shadowspear, Eldritch Omens, Wake the Dead, and Hexfire. So 2 Chaos, 2 Eldar. What do you got there? 1 Space Wolf, Grade Knight and 1,000 Sun. A tier: got Forge Bane, way back in the day Forge Bane, and Tooth and Claw. B tier, if you're on the struggle, that Piety and Pain box, which is unfortunately pretty new. And the Wrath and Rapture. Definitely, if you're a Sigmar fan, though, you would want that Wrath and Rapture box. Yeah. And unfortunately, down here at the C tier, you got Prophecy of the Wolf. You bought it for Gaz. Shadow Throne, which just buy the starter box. And Blood of Phoenix for a box that was so expensive.
Yeah.
And sold so well. In hindsight, we all know that box was just trash. Yeah, it's just trash.
Again, Eldar players are just buying it for Banshees, and even then, you didn't even need to buy the Banshees. You could just
wait.
Use your old Banshees. Yeah,
you could just also use your old Banshees.
Like, I could say people could use those Rangers, but you're buying those bikes. I don't think there was anything in the Phoenix box.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Okay, I already have Falcon. I already have a Viper. Yeah, Viper.
Viper. Yeah.
Like, I already have a Jane Czar model. It's basically the same model. Yeah, she's a little more dynamic and a little more like updated.
Like, if
It's
you're playing
exactly
them for
the same
tournaments, there was no reason
Right.
to change. That's the thing.
Now I'll argue that yes, that the current All Talk is basically the same model as that All Talk. They at least gave him different weapon options. That's what I like. Different weapon options, different chest options. You can make a female or male one.
That's a nice one. That's a very
I like
nice.
that. I like that they didn't just throw in the old model, and they made them both compatible.
The fact that they made them compatible was a very nice touch that GW does not often do.
Right. It's one of the few times you see GW just making it to where you can give. I think that's because they wanted to keep the options, so they made all the options that they didn't already have.
That makes sense.
Instead of having to rewrite the data sheet, get rid of all those options.
It's true. That is smart. Yep.
Right. Because I know that was the issue everyone had with the All Talk originally. Is like
it had options that they didn't have parts.
It had options that didn't have parts for. Yeah,
that makes sense.
They didn't have the spider backpack. Yeah,
you're right because it came with the hawk wings only.
Came with the hawk wings only.
Yeah,
and the banshee mask.
Yeah,
or
I think it was one of the masks. Whatever the mask that's not in the new one, it came with only that one. You're right.
I will say the one thing about this box is that the model kind of suffers because it's compatible with the other one, so its pose is a little like not the best.
It's gotta have a pretty static pose, right? Something safe.
It's very statically posed. It's very much a posing for the cover, and not like an action pose.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's a cool model. So
yeah, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely. God damn it! I'm gonna have like 3 I have the Chaos, the Eldar, and the freaking Custodes box. What the hell?
I mean, I'm not buying. I still up in the air. I could probably wait for the bikes, but I have a bad feeling that those bikes are going to be exclusive to this box, and you're not going to see them released for a long time, if ever.
If ever, that would be.
Ever.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past GW. They've done this.
Yeah.
Look at Shadowspear.
Those Rangers are coming out for sure. Like those Rangers are 100% coming out.
Oh, for sure on that one.
Those bikes are going to be.
Iffy
whether they are or not.
I mean, GW has the infamous Death Cuptas, which finally, after what?
Yeah.
A decade?
Got a new,
I think it's a decade, finally got released to the public in a box form.
Because as much as I think they're going to be a 2-part kit, I don't think they are. I think the Shining Spears are going to be a single. They're only going to make Shining Spears. Which then, like, it leads. I don't think they're going to release these 2 bike boxes.
If the Shining Spears make their own unit, then they will. I suspect that they will not release this. Yeah,
right. These won't release for a while.
Right.
I think they will eventually. Maybe. Like the Venom Crawler.
The Venom Crawler still hasn't released individually.
Yeah.
They just made a new Start Collecting box and stuffed it in there and said you had to buy that. Well, yeah. Well, there we go. So peeps, now you know what to buy. And we do give our thumbs up for Eldritch Omens, especially if you are interested in either of those armies. And if anyone's in the Vegas area and you have a lot of Rangers and you bought this box and just don't need those Rangers, hit me up. I absolutely would. Like I said, we'll pick up another 5 Rangers, especially as they're troop choices, right? Rangers are troop choices.
Rangers are troop.
Yeah, there you go. So I need another one for my Eldar Ranger army that I'm about to build here. And God forbid, I also build that Swooping Hawk army that I keep saying that I want to build. So
they haven't shown new Swooping Hawks at this point. I don't know if they're going to do new Swooping
Hawks. They have not. I'm not happy about that.
I don't think anyone has even leaked new Swooping Hawks, though.
Nothing. No.
Yeah.
And the preview picture of the wings, I think, was something else. So, for the time being, thanks for checking out the video. Cutting this off right now, and we will see you on Friday.